Hey guys, welcome to Black Angus Reviews, and today we're going to be covering the Joker controversy. Joker is pregnant, and everyone's in uproar. Now, this is not the channel that's going to be like, oh, joy, gender, weirdo agenda. Definitely not going to be promoting that, but I'm not really outraged either. Yeah, I actually put in a little bit of effort, read issue 1 to kind of get an understanding, and then read issue 4. Need to read the middle. I don't know where the story's going. But the outrage is a secondary story that I don't know how it fits in canon, if it is of any real concern for the future. And honestly, if this happened before the Trump era, when everything has just become political to the umpteenth degree and a fight about white supremacy or what have you, I could totally laugh this off and it wouldn't even be worth talking about, aside from like, this is like modern day Looney Tune shenanigans. This is equivalent of like putting Elmer Fudd in a dress. So it's like, that's absurd because men don't do that unless they're weirdos. That's why it's funny. But if you don't know, we'll go look at this article and give you the rundown. So, among the first DC comics released in 2023 is the 4th issue of The Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, and in it, the Joker becomes pregnant and has a son. The Joker, Man Who Stopped Laughing is by Matt Rosenberg and Carmine Giandomenico. I didn't know I could get that out so quick. That began in 2022 is currently ongoing. As the title suggests, it stars the infamous Batman villain Joker setting out his most bizarre caper yet. But yeah, so the backup story is the 4th issue of the Joker, seeing the titular Batman villain become pregnant and give birth. And if that was not far enough out there, the mother of the Joker's child is the magician hero Zatanna. So here's the first image. He wakes up after what appears to be a dream, and it's already kind of doesn't seem serious. He's sleeping with a Wonder Woman blanket, so it's more of like a, haha, that's silly. Anyway, he's doing that, wakes up, and as you see, it's like, I think you're pregnant. He's like, I think you're right. Do we have a good OBGYN we use? And they end up getting some, I don't know, it's Dr. Phosphorus. I don't know a lot of DC lore. And then what's crazy is it's like he goes to this doctor. There you go. Like he's a gyno, and he's looking up his gown in the stirrups like a woman. And the whole time, Dr. Foster's more concerned that he's being called properly his title he wishes. So yeah, it just doesn't seem serious, and I'm fine with this actually. Again, it's only a controversy, besides what would be a minority, because of the time we're in, where you're wondering, oh God, is this serious? And I remember telling my friend about this, and we had a conversation like, well, why did the doctor look up his, you want to just poop it out? It's like, well, I don't know, like it was magic, so who knows what the biological transfer here is as far as, yeah. So I mean, where would you expect it to come out? You wouldn't expect them to vomit a mud baby. You wouldn't expect them to be pregnant. So it's already just silly, and I guess don't put too much thought into it because you get into some weird biological comparisons of men and women. How would this transfer? But I want to cut Matt Rosenberg some slack. However much of an SJW this guy might be, I think there's a reason for something like this, if this is meant to be serious, because this guy got into the heat with some pronoun weirdos, the alphabet people, as Chappelle would say. And I'll show you that right now. So 2019, this is during the Uncanny X-Men, Matt Rosenberg apologizes for controversial X-Men death scene. And again, you'll see sometimes retroactively people get in trouble, even when they're trying to do good. And sometimes they'll eat themselves like Alyssa Milano with the whole Volkswagen thing. But I won't mention that. I got a hate speech strike for showing tweets and reality. But look that up. Look that up. Matt Rosenberg apologized for some content that's been deemed insensitive and inciting Transgender panic in the latest issue of Uncanny X-Men. Number 17 revealed Rain Sinclair, the mutant Wolfsbane, died in a flashback that depicted her being accosted by a group of men in a park after she rebuffed one of the men's advances. The group began aggressively harassing her after she revealed her mutant powers by briefly shifting into her werewolf form. Her attacker insisted that she was trying to trap normal guys as they began beating her to death. In the wake of the issue's release, commentators at Women Write About Comics, The Beat, and elsewhere said that the scene was an insensitive depiction of trans misogyny. I should have used air quotes. That trivialized the kinds of violence that trans individuals experience in the real world. He responded, I just want to say I'm listening to all the criticism and taking it in. I want to let other voices lead the conversation here. With that said, I do want to apologize to people hurt by our story. That was never, ever our intention. He follows. Also, if you've been reading our book and enjoying it or disliking it, I guess, I'd urge you to consider making a donation to Trans Lifeline and help support the vital work they do. So he's trying to cover his ass. They're like, oh, God, I did this for you people, and you attack me. God, this guy can't win. So if this is agenda, Matt, maybe you won't admit it, or maybe we'll just double down. If so, if that is the case, and not just a hilarious absurdity that you really should put much thought in, then I get it. I think you should have balls and not give a fuck and just go solo. It seems like he got a fairly good career thus far writing with some titles, but I get it. I get it. You want that cred by your name, and you don't want to go out as a transphobe because you'll be iced for possibly eternity with the mainstream industry. I get it. I can't condone it, but I understand. And I feel for you because this has happened. At least I put the effort in, Matt. But yeah, seeing that, I hope maybe any of you comic fans that have turned off from DC or you saw this and like, that's the final straw, pregnant Joker, pregnant man. I hope you have a little context, at least, with this article to kind of round out the situation, that maybe there's more to this. If there is anything to this besides a funny gag, it's honestly, I think it was funny, even with the context of taking it serious for the time. But yeah, thank you for joining. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get back to the grind. YouTube and this channel is hopefully to make some money that will go into a comic I'm working on, Meth Gator. A couple pictures there. Need your help. Like, share, subscribe. Become a member. Every little bit helps. His comics cost a lot, and we're in a buying economy. So I will see you later.